Hi, this is Dr. Cook. In this video, as promised, I'm going to show you how to insert a table of contents into your front and back matter. So in other words, we're going to go from this to this, and there are a couple really easy steps of how to get there. So I'm going to show you how to put in the table of contents. The first thing we need to do is to look at our sections where we have the different headings. And normally you've written the whole document in Times New Roman 12. Well, this time we want to do something and use what we call headings. So highlight it and then go to your home and find, and it depends on what version of Word you have, you want to find something that looks like this that says heading number 1, and go ahead and click that. And every section of your paper you want to do the same. So you want to go, again, heading 1, and you still want to have it in Times New Roman 12 font. You don't want to have any bold. So once you have all of your sections labeled with heading number 1, then all you need to do is go into the place where you're going to insert your table of contents. For me, it's going to be on the third page, or actually for everybody, it's going to be on the third page. On page number 1, that is your title page. Page number 2, this is where your abstract is going to go. Page number 3, that's where we're going to put the table of contents in. So you need to look for then somewhere on Word, table of contents. And for me, it's under Document and Elements. And I'm going to choose, here's where table of contents are. I'm going to choose the first one. And you see it has actually put in all of the headings that we have highlighted and given us our page numbers. What we have to do is make sure that it is formatted correctly. So remember, everything has to be in Times New Roman 12. It should be black. There shouldn't be any bold. And there we have our table of contents. Now, we want to make sure that everything is spaced nice, so introduction was moved down, so we need to fix some of the spacing. This one is okay. The reference page is okay. And the rest of this is okay. So we now have a table of contents formatted, and as we add elements, it's very easy to update the table of contents. So let me give you an example. Let's just, for fun, move introduction down to page 5. And I'm going to give this a new title. Let's call this Results. This is not where your results are going in, but I want to show you how easy it is to update the table of contents with the page numbers now. Again, so we're going to go through the steps. It is as a header, number 1. All right. So now go back to our table of contents. All you have to do to update it is click on it, right-click, and where it says Update the field, Update Page Numbers, we want to update the entire table. And you see what it did. We now have Results is on page 5. And the introduction is on page 4. So we go down there, and of course we really didn't want it on page 5, we want it on page 4. So let's update it one more time. Right click, update the entire. Now, what it may have done, you see this looks like it's bold. It is bold. So we want to make sure again that the bold is gone for everything. So you have to actually highlight it all. That's every time you update your table of contents, you have to make sure you update the font again. and take away the bold. But now we have it updated. Results is on page 4. There's our results. So once you have your table of contents done and you actually have your final paper done, let me show you one of the cool elements of using the table of contents. Let's say I wanted to go directly to the references page. If you've used the insert feature and you've made the table of contents this way, you simply can go to page 7 and you see how if you put your cursor over there you have that little marker. You click on it and it automatically takes you to page 7. So that's the nice thing about having the table of contents. If you want to go to one section in particular, if this is a longer paper, if you were doing a dissertation or a master's thesis or any other kind of longer research paper, you always want to put a table of contents in there so that you can click on it and go directly to that section rather than simply do the scrolling. So I hope this video helped you in figuring out how to create a table of contents and showing you also how to update the table of contents with the page numbers. Just remember, every time you update it, you have to check to make sure nothing is bold and make sure everything is Times New Roman 12. And just watch your spacing on the individual pages. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or I can meet you virtually in my virtual office. Have a good day.